Judge Thigpen, thank you so much for being here today for the Civics House interview.
All right, thank you for the invitation.
Yes, sir. Our first question for you: what do you believe to be the role of the judiciary? If elected, how will your understanding of this role manifest in your adjudication?
Well, I think that the first role of the judiciary is to make sure that decisions are made fairly, impartially, and with courtesy to all who appear before the court, either on the trial court level or on the appellate level. When I was on the Superior Court bench, that's one of the things that I tried to do, and I think that I earned a reputation for being a fair, impartial, and courteous judge. I'll try and do the same thing on the appellate bench. I think also that the role of the judiciary is to rule on statutes and rules and regulations and laws that are passed by the legislature. And that's one of the things that I will be doing on the Court of Appeals also.
Yes, sir. All right, and our second question: what impact do you feel the recent SBI issue will have on the efficacy of our judicial system? Should this cause North Carolinians to reconsider their opinion on the death penalty?
I think it'll have a big impact. I think the issue is one of the strength of the evidence that is offered at trial, whether it is accurate and correct. I think that we would have to look at the reports that are now given by the SBI agents who testify in cases. We have to make sure, as a judge, as the gatekeeper of evidence that is introduced at trial, that the evidence that is introduced is competent, and that's one of the things that I think that we need to take a look at.
Yes, sir. Okay. And
was there a second part to your?
Well, the opinion on the death penalty.
Right. I think what it means is, I'm not quite sure that it means that the death penalty, our decisions about the death penalty ought to be changed, but I think what we really have to do is to make sure, again, that all of the evidence that is introduced at trial is completely competent and something that everybody can have faith in and that is trustworthy.
Yes, sir. Okay. And our third question: what are your thoughts on judicial offices being made nonpartisan and about public financing of appellate court races?
Well, I think the big thing about the judiciary is that judges need to maintain their independence. Not having a partisan race, I think, may be a good idea. There are a lot of issues that come before the court. I'm not quite sure if these are issues that we really ought to have the opportunity to talk about, because judges need to take a look at the facts of each case and render a decision just based on those facts, and not until those facts come before the court. So taking partisan politics out of it, I think, will allow judges to be independent.
I see. Great. And sir, our last question: why should North Carolina elect you to be a leader of its judicial system?
Well, I think because of my breadth and depth of legal experience and also judicial experience. I've got 35 years in private practice. When I first started practicing, the first 10 years, I spent handling all types of cases. The last 25 years, I pretty much concentrated on civil litigation and business matters. During the time that I was in private practice, I was elected president of the North Carolina State Bar. I have been on the board of law examiners. I have taught at North Carolina Central University's law school. In 2008, I was appointed by Governor Easley to the bench as a Superior Court judge, and I've been on the Court of Appeals, and I have already sat on panels. In addition to that, I've been endorsed by former Chief Justices of the North Carolina Supreme Court, Burley Mitchell, Henry Fry, I. Beverly Lake. I've also been endorsed by Court of Appeals judges Edward Green and Gerald Arnold. When I was in private practice, I also handled complex litigation. And since I've been on the Superior Court bench, I've been appointed by Chief Justice Sarah Parker to handle complex litigation cases because of my background during the time that I was in private practice. So I think that all of those things make me uniquely qualified to serve on the Court of Appeals.
Judge, thank you so much for being here today.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.